Hello, my name is 102 Sniper. Some of you might know me as Friendly, and I'm going to be doing a VOD review of a really nice farm that I got on Karelia in my T803 today. My thoughts on the T803 are it plays quite similarly to an E5. It trades having the platform trades having a worse hull for a bit of a better turret in my opinion, just because the cupola is a lot smaller. You have to be a lot less, you have to still be considerate of it, but you have to be a lot less considerate of it than you do in the E5. Like, you can take positions where your cupola will not be protruding, whereas it would in the E5, like you'll see me take in this video. So we're in the northeast spawn on Karelia. We're just going to drive down to the sniper bush. I think it's always better to drive to the sniper bush because you get better shots on people pushing mid than you do in the corner, plus you don't get spotted unless they actually push up, and you don't get shot in return, and you also get to cross to the left side much easier. You'll see what I mean in a second. Okay, so we're just approaching the bush now. Hacker unfortunately gets up before you can give him a shot. We get spotted by the hacker, just the back of our tank I guess, so I'm just waiting until I get unspotted. See the camp panzer across, give him one through the side of his turret. Also I took the vents load out because I'm planning on playing hull down a lot. That actually penetrated, spoilers. Because I'm planning on playing hull down a lot, and you only really need experimental hardening if you're exposing your hull in most tanks, because your hull is where you get ammo racked or set on fire, not your turret generally. Obviously you can still get ammo racked in your turret, but they're probably not penetrating the front of your turret in a T803. And we see our KL1 has taken top side up here, and the hacker won't be able to push him like this. He's a KL1, he's a hacker. As long as he just stays up there. I don't want these guys going below and then farming the KL1, because then it'll just be bad. I don't want to be sniping in a T803. I'd rather be close and brawling. So we push down to the left. As soon as we get behind this rock here, and this rock was safer in the corner, and this rock blocks out their sniper position, so the only place they can peek you is from the bottom right here, where the hacker could potentially peek us, but it's fine since our KL1's putting pressure on the top. Go for a snap on the camp panzer. I could have actually went and shot the KL1 back there, but I decided not to. Go for a shot on the lower predator break. I was surprised to see him there, to be honest, getting there unspotted. Go for a shot on the cheek of the Camp Panzer 07. His cheeks are actually pretty weak, and this thing's got 345 heat with ammo tuning. This is what I mean about the cupola. Like, they can obviously still hit you in your cupola, but that'd probably be a bad peak. I mean, playing here in an E5 would probably just be non-viable in general, because I'm pretty sure this Camp Panzer peeking the top side could just see my cupola 24/7 and farm me. But in this tank, it's shorter profile because its cupola is a lot smaller. You can just be a lot more confident peeking stuff. They won't peek your they hit your cupola rather. I think that guy, yeah, he pinned the side of my turret, as you can see there, just because I was angling a bit poorly. This guy's not the best player, so we'll peek like this because it keeps our turret lower, reversing up this way, and also driving forward is faster to unpeak than reversing, obviously, so we give them a harder shot on our cupola, these guys here. Just gonna farm this mouse a little bit. Thankfully he's not the best player. If he was decent, he'd probably have Karelia banned on a mouse. The guys on my left are shooting the cupola right now, but they're missing, thankfully. Maybe a bit poorly aimed there, but it's okay. Nice shot. Go for a shot on the cheek of the Camp Panzer. not reloaded yet, so I'm just waiting. Going for a, you know, when the IS-7 angles in, his upper front plate becomes weak because it's a pike nose when he's side scraping. It's the same with the KL1, but the KL1's much stronger in that regard. But it's like about a 50-50 pen roll at this sort of angle for 345 heat. So I'm just going for that shot. And fortunately, the KL1 has a cupola to make up for its much stronger hull, which I think is nice, giving it a cupola, because it can be a bit cringe fighting IS-7s sometimes when they just sit still and don't have to do anything. So we're just farming a bit here. Going for that pen again. The mouse blocks it with his track unknowingly. This guy doesn't want to peek us anymore since we shot his cupola. I'm peeking here because you don't want to peek something while you're reloading if they can unpeek you, because if they shoot, then he just goes into cover and then you can't shoot them back. So you want to unpeek them until you're reloaded so you can shoot them back whilst they're still peeking the angle. You never want to peek something before you've reloaded, because then they just shoot and go back into cover and then you can't shoot them back. I see the Tarshan route pushing up here, so I move up. And uploading AP here. To shoot the E5 would have been better to have heat, just because more of his lower plate is penable with heat than it is AP, but it's okay, we still pen the shot. And I know I can aim that shot because I got a faster reload than him with this ability. And we just have AP for this breaker because the breaker has this really troll side armor plate here that's like a huge heat shield, and you can only really pen the top part at most angles. It's just like super troll pretty much. Like this whole side is super troll for heat, so we just load AP in case he starts angling towards us or whatever. Going for the track shot because that's potentially also, that crit's probably a fuel tank or an engine. We're just trying to get the engine fire or the fuel fire. Now we reload heat for the mouse. Give him one. Just try to farm a little bit here. I feel like it's pretty straightforward. Just take my time to aim my shots because, you know, the DPM that you lose for just snapping a shot really quick and missing is much greater than the DPM that you lose for a couple seconds of extra aiming, if that makes sense. It's better to just make sure the shots connect, generally, unless you have a risk of getting shot back in return. Again, we just take our time to aim here, make sure we don't hit his gun. Now we wanna... I was gonna drive to the right, but I was worried about them coming back and just getting on these rocks and catching me in the open here. So I decided to drive the long way up to the left just because it's much safer. See, they're driving back. The DBV and the whatever that other thing is there. Progetto, I think. Yeah, Progetto isn't spotting anything, so I know they're most likely all coming back to base. And there's some really nice hull downs that I can fight them from up towards their base that you'll see in a sec. See the FV. I know I can push forward and block out most of the shots with this thing here. He can shoot me from here, but I'm like, unless he doubles me and sets me on fire, it's not really going to be an issue. Tarshan Rat shoots me and misses. I just loaded HE. I'm pretty sure this guy's just shot, so I'm just going to go for a peek on him. I wasn't sure at first, but judging by the way he acted there, like if he was reloaded, he would have just held the angle. But he started driving away, so I knew he was on reload. We drive to the left here to shield our lower plate from the MBTB and potentially the Taschen Rot and the can opener. I can see this MBTB driving up to me on the left, so I'm just trying to time my peaks on him arriving and just trying to get as many shots on the FV as I can. Again, shielding my hull with this rock here. Unfortunately, I'm a bit greedy and he manages to get the 2 shots on me. And that can opener could have killed me, but, you know, we're a bit lucky here. It's fine. We actually have heat reloaded here. It's not HE. That should have been, to be honest. Like, the can opener's upper hull is just ridiculous. That's like a 330 effective, and I got 345, I think, at that angle. Pen it there. Looking for a shot on the Taschen Rot, we find its cheek. Unfortunately, the Taschen Rot's armor is a bit ridiculous. Get the finish on the Taschen Rot. This guy's like YOLOing forward for some reason. And he's getting farmed in the behind by these guys. I just want one last shot because they're getting farmed in the back so bad, so I just positioned myself to get one last shot here, which worked. Maybe I could have got 2, but I think getting 1 is fine there. Like, I wasn't sure if I could get 2, so I just wanted to guarantee that I at least get 1, so I was sort of happy with dying there for that trade of 1 shot. I could have backed off again, but I just thought getting 1 there was much better than potentially getting 0 if he just died whilst driving up here. Anyway, that was an 11.8k damage game. I'll show you the end screen in a bit. And thank you for watching the video.